expect more. You expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Grossenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, has a deal for you. This week only, save 8% on drawbar pins, quick hitches, and clevises. Grossenberg Implement has 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming to make sure they have the parts you're looking for. Be safe this year and replace those worn pins and hitches you use all year long. This offer good only at Grossenberg Implement, your servicing dealer since 1937.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Keenholz wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and drgnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, DRG Media Group.
Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7 is brought to you by Bank West, Mac Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Line Ticket, Overhead Door, Yankee Gray Health Management, Avero Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford, Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency. Governor Basketball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Guestway, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bauman Lumber, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Edgewood Healthcare. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball. Consummate Agency, State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gale's Gas Service.
Now, here, Governor Basketball.
Hey, thank you very much. Another night of Governor Basketball coming your way on this Thursday evening. We welcome you to the Summit Center on the campus of Yankton High School. Tonight, the Bucks will entertain the Pierre Governors. Another great matchup and another good ESD rivalry affair coming here tonight on River 92.7, live streaming as well at drgnews.com. You'll see us on the River 92.7 page. You can also get us through the Pierre School website and go govs.live with the help of Caleb Brozick of Live Ticket, who is here with us to do video streaming, along with Heather Williams in studio for technical and audio production. I'm Brian Oakland. Welcome aboard. Two teams that have had their ups and downs, some inconsistencies, but make no mistake, two very good basketball teams going to battle it out here tonight in Yankton. The Governors coming in with a record of 8-5 off of a victory over Harrisburg at home on Saturday afternoon. They're 2-2 in the ESD. Yankton is 4-2 in conference. Overall, their record stands at 6-4, and we'll talk about their schedule coming up in just a little bit. The Bucks, though, coming off of a win at Aberdeen, 59-47 on Tuesday. Impressive win, and where the Governors couldn't contain Spencer Barr when they were in Aberdeen last week. Well, the Bucks did a pretty good number. Barr only scored 8 points in that game, so that gives you an idea of some of the defensive effort that the Governors will face here tonight. Once again, glad to have you with us, and for those who traveled and those who are traveling in winter driving situations, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team, they remind us all the time that snow means slow. Please slow down, drive for the conditions, and buckle up. Every trip, every time, from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. We're watching a sophomore game that is all Yankton. Actually, was a 2-point game at halftime, but here with 4:12 to go in the fourth quarter, it is a 20-point Yankton lead. The JV game also went Yankton's way, so did the sophomore game, in fact. So the Governor varsity will have to try to break that string when the varsity matchup comes along. Let's open up with a 3-minute timeout. Our Becky Pottsema State Farm pregame show will come up, and we'll take a quick look around the state of basketball in South Dakota here as we get closer to another weekend. We've got starting lineups, also coaches' conversation, and, with keys to success and more coming up. In the pregame, sponsored by the Becky Pottsema State Farm Insurance Agency in Pierre, and you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
This is John with Pottsema State Farm. We all know February is the month of love, and the team at Pottsema State Farm wants to make sure that you have everything you love in life insured. Set an appointment with us during Insure Your Love Month and receive a sweet treat on us from South Dakota Popcorn in downtown Pierre. Set up an appointment to insure your love today by giving the team at Pottsema State Farm a call at 605-224-4173 or by stopping by the office at 1315 East Wells in Pierre.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota in Pierre. 605-224-7378.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to DakotaStormRoofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams. Welcome back to Yankton on a Thursday night. Girls, by the way, play tomorrow night at Riggs High Gym. That'll be here on River 92.7. David Burrell with the call of that one starting at 6:30 tomorrow as the Governor girls continue to play well, coming off of a victory at Harrisburg on Tuesday night. We just heard from the Hughes County Sheriff's Office, and they sponsor our place of origination of the broadcast. It's the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Thanks to the men and women for doing what they do within our communities and for building us a spot to sit. We're in the south side, up at the top of the bleachers section. Got a half-court view, front or a center court view of this one for those who are watching through DRGnews.com and the River 92.7 page. It is the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Taking a quick look around the state of basketball in South Dakota coming into the weekend. Of course, the Govs came in to this one off of a 1-1 weekend last week, an overtime loss at home to O'Gorman, but a resounding 20-point bounce-back victory, 80-60 over Harrisburg. Second game in in their last 3, with the Governors shot well over 60%. So Govs will hope that offensive effort continues here tonight at Yankton. The Bucks, meanwhile, as we mentioned, that Saturday they were supposed to play the Douglas Patriots. That game got postponed. If you haven't heard, there's a lot of snow down here in Yankton. They had a couple of recent snowstorms and still some icy road conditions, but not so bad. The Bucks did get to Aberdeen on Tuesday night, and as mentioned, a 59-47 win on Tuesday. Also in Double-A on Tuesday night, Sioux Falls Jefferson beat Mitchell. That's number 1 over number 3 in the rankings for this week, 61-54. The Cavaliers still unbeaten. Sioux Falls Lincoln beat Watertown 74-60. Roosevelt over Huron 63-53, and then Sioux Falls Washington beats Brookings easily 68-33. Spearfish out west with a win at Lee Deadwood. St. Thomas More beats Sturgis, and Douglas got a win over Custer 62-58 in the Black Hills Conference. Just 2 games tonight here with the Governors at Yankton. Also tonight, Brookings plays at Sioux Falls Lincoln. Tomorrow night, Aberdeen heads to Harrisburg to play the Tigers. Spearfish goes to Huron and Sturgis to Mitchell. Sioux Falls Washington heads up I-29 to Watertown. O'Gorman and Brandon Valley will host, I believe, Rapid City Stevens and Central, and then Sioux Falls Jefferson plays at highly ranked in Class A, Sioux Falls Christian. Saturday with Sturgis and Spearfish flip-flopping venues. Spartans at Mitchell. Sturgis will go to Huron, and those Rapid City schools flip-flop as well. Central at O'Gorman, Stevens at Brandon. Brookings will host Douglas on Saturday, and then Sioux Falls Roosevelt to Marshall, Minnesota. For these 2 teams after tonight, their next action, Yankton will play a makeup game at Huron on Monday night, and the Governors will host Huron on Tuesday night. That'll be Pierre's next broadcast 5 nights from now, back at Riggs High Gym here on River 92.7. Right now, Sioux Falls Jefferson coming into tonight 13-0, the top overall seed if the postseason were to begin tonight. Sioux Falls Lincoln at 11-1, Mitchell at 9-3, still in the 3 spot. The Bucks, who we see tonight, 6-4 on their season, but right now resting at the number 4 spot, ahead of Sioux Falls Roosevelt at 7-6. Brandon Valley now up to 6 at 8-4. And Sioux Falls, Washington, 6-5. Harrisburg, even though despite the loss to Pierre on Saturday, is 7-6, and they're in the 8th spot. They would actually host the Governors if the Sodax 16 were to be played tonight. Pierre is the 9 seed with an 8-5 record. O'Gorman, Rapid City Central, Huron, Aberdeen, Spearfish, Watertown, and Sturgis round out the top 16. In girls basketball, after action that saw the Pierre Governors picking up 2 very impressive wins at O'Gorman on Friday night, and then back at Harrisburg on Tuesday night with a 40-30 victory there. The Governors are 11-2. They're in the 3 spot, and they're looking up at 10-2 Sioux Falls Washington and 12-2 Sioux Falls Jefferson, but they're log jammed in there with Rapid City Stevens at 11-2 in the 4 spot. Harrisburg in the 5 at 10-3. O'Gorman 8-3, number 6, with Huron and Brandon Valley 7-8. They would be the home teams in the Sodax 16. Yankton, who the Governors will host tomorrow night. In girls basketball, struggling this season at 1-10. So right now, 1 of 3 teams on the outside looking in. Yankton at Pierre tomorrow here on River 92.7 starting at 6:30. And then Pierre will go to Huron on Tuesday night in a game that will be on KGFX AM, while the Governors will host the Huron Tigers as well. So that's a quick look at the state of basketball in Class AA as we continue on with our Becky Potts of a State Farm Insurance Agency pregame. We'll do that in 3 minutes after this timeout. A coach's conversation and keys to success with Brianna Kusler, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. That's sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. That's on the way. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7, live streaming at drgnews.com.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering, what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC. Registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Winter is here, and Beck Motor Company has offers to help keep your vehicle running in these cold temps. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Price match guarantee every day. Hand wash just $20. Our light details are $15 off. Cars, trucks, and SUVs. Duramax diesel fuel filters $49.95 and $69.95. See all our specials at beck-motors.com. Call 605-224-5912. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera Now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
All right, here we go. In case of success, on the road again as the Governors head to Yankton, taking on the Bucks. Looking back with Coach Brianna Kusler on a weekend that was with a tough overtime loss with O'Gorman on Friday night. But boy, what a turnaround! Playing a real good Harrisburg team, and the offense clicked. And you're going to get that, some ups and some downs, some inconsistencies. But hopefully, this Harrisburg win is a good way to springboard and hopefully keep playing that way for the rest of the season.
It's certainly a step in the right direction. We feel overall it's, you look at 3 of those games from the week prior, and 3, like we've talked about, just kind of character builders and growth games for us, and we were sick of those type of games. 7 points combined as that we were losing by in 3 games, and those are just those heartbreakers that it could go either direction, and we certainly wanted to learn from that. So then we're on the other side of it if we should ever come across that again. However, our response on Saturday tells you the type of competitors that we have in our gym, and I was really proud of their effort that night. They were from the start that morning at shoot around to all the way through until the final buzzer went, they were locked in and they were ready to go. And that was, I felt like a shift in our mindset of not just kind of, I don't feel like we were just going through the motions by any means. We were competing hard, but we, instead of just settling for playing with teams, we kind of stuck it to them right away, and we didn't slow down.
Yeah, because there's been teams that are kind of dictating how the game goes, and you were able to be the dictator in that game as far as how that game went, and I think it's your play that you want to be the one that sets the pace, sets the tone for the game.
Right, and we talk a lot about it being from the defensive side of things and using our defense to play into our offense, but an area that we felt like we were maybe lacking a little bit was the intensity that we were bringing in our transition push, and we felt like we were we felt like we had opportunities to be able to push the ball, but we were only pushing when we felt like we could score out of things. And so we kind of visited about that, and I thought that we had guys busting butt down the floor. We have a phrase, it's board and bust, and so we rebound the ball, we can't do anything without boarding, and then we are busting butt down the floor, and that wear and tear, it might not be immediate, where we're getting looks in the first quarter, second quarter, but things will start to open up, and that pressure that we continue to apply will pay off in the end.
Another good opponent here in the Yankton Bucks tonight that'll be very similar in some of the teams you've already played recently. A team that is going to be very similar, I think, on paper and in what they can do on the court. And another game that may very well come right down to the wire.
Very athletic competitors that are here, and it's always a good crowd down here. So we've got to expect it to be a lot of Yankton fans cheering against Pierre tonight, and we've got to make sure that we're creating our own energy with the intensity that we're playing on the defensive side of things. But Yankton as a whole, they're very guard oriented. They're all capable shooters from the perimeter. I would say they resemble Harrisburg quite a bit in that regard. But anytime you have some Rikens on the floor, they have motors that just don't stop, and their energy definitely translates to the rest of their team too, and so that's something that we've got to make sure that we're valuing every single possession that we have, and not allowing the pressure that they might apply or the runs that they may make to dictate what we're doing offensively or defensively. We need to be the initiators.
You can maybe control the paint, I think, on offense, but controlling the boards and especially the long rebounds against these quick guys that you're going to be facing is going to be kind of a challenge tonight.
It's going to take a lot of intentional action on the floor, and that when a shot goes up, we've got good shot calls. We're clearing the glass. Everybody's got to do their job and box their man out, and then pursue that ball. They'll come and stick around a little bit, so we can't be lackadaisical with the ball in the backcourt. So we've got to make sure that we are looking to advance if we have some openings as well. But I think the biggest thing is going to be containing in the half court. They are quick guards as well, that want to break us down, get us collapsing on with defensively, and then kicking out to shooters on the perimeter. So we've got to do our job one-on-one, whether we're man, whether we're zone, got to contain, and then which then doesn't force our defense to have to collapse and rotate out. So if we can play solid one-on-one defense, help when necessary, and then rotate out as we need to, and then one and done opportunities, we're going to be just fine.
All right, Coach, going to be a fun one here tonight. It's a good team. It's a good challenge. Go get it done.
Yes,
right?
Thank you.
There's Brianna Kuzler, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. Coach's comments and keys to success are brought to you in our pregame by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre, and we'll hear from them and come back and talk about this game from a Yankton Bucks perspective. We pulled into Yankton a little bit later than normal. Didn't actually get a chance to see Coach Chris Haynes of the Bucks, but we'll talk about what has happened recently for Yankton and what will be coming up tonight. What we expect will be their keys to success after we hear this from Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre.
Central Dakota Eye Care continues to grow. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazik. I've recently joined the practice at Central Dakota Eye Care. I'm excited to move back to Pierre, and I'm accepting new patients of all ages. We offer state-of-the-art equipment, trained staff, and the best selection of eyewear and contact lenses. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key to finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 for an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Central Dakota Eye Care with the keys to success as we take a look at this one from Yankton's standpoint. And again, Yankton comes in off of an impressive win at Aberdeen Central, 59-47. And what I was told was, if you mentioned it earlier, Yankton held Spencer Barr Yes, that Spencer Barr that ran up 51 last Tuesday against the Pierre Governors. They held him to 8 points. And in order to do that, in my opinion, first of all, Spencer's got to have an off night shooting from what we saw. But you've got to be pretty quick to guard Spencer Barr as well. So there's, as Coach Brianna Kusler talked about, anytime you got Rikens on the floor, it's going to be a tough assignment. And that means Rugby Riken, Mac Riken, Drew Riken. These are the 3 starting guards for the Yankton Bucks, and every one of them with motors that won't quit. So a big, tall task there for the Governors to contain that backcourt, all from the same family, all for the Yankton Bucks tonight. So that 59-47 win, which broke a little 2-game slide last week, a loss on Thursday, a week ago tonight, at home to Brandon Valley, 58-54. Of course, the Governors lost on a buzzer beater at Brandon, 53-52. Similar score there. The Bucks also lost last week on Tuesday night at home to Sioux Falls Lincoln. Lincoln continues to roll, and that we remember early January when the Governors lost at Sioux Falls Lincoln. Of course, without Lincoln Keenholz playing in that game, it was a 10-point loss. But I think in judging by the scores in what Yankton has done with their last 3 opponents, all of whom the Governors have played, you're looking at the potential of a very nip-and-tuck ball game. This one could be very, very tight all game long, unless one team gets hot. Now, if the Governors can somehow find a way to run up a 60% shooting again, and if they can get enough defense going to stop, certainly the Governors do have some quickness themselves. If they can kind of contain that backcourt, which will be the engine of the Yankton Bucks offense that makes them go, that'll be more keys to success for the Governors. But again, looking for that backcourt to kind of lead them, and we'll see what happens inside. Of course, Yankton, you remember not too long ago, they had one of the better basketball players in the state's history in Matthew Moores, who went to Wisconsin, now has come back home to South Dakota, but also his brother Michael Moore is a 6'6 senior, still going to be a problem to deal with, and the guy that we remember from the football field, if it isn't Rugby Riken for Yankton, will be Cody Oswald. He is a starter as well, as 6'3 senior, so definitely more of athleticism for Yankton. Now, how will the Governors contain that? I guess we'll find out all about. Keys to Success, brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. 2 minutes, and we're back with the Envirotech starting lineups. This is Pierre Governor Basketball.
Hey, DQ fans, spread the love with February's Blizzard Treat of the Month, Triple Truffle. It blends peanut butter, fudge, caramel truffles, and of course, that world-famous DQ soft serve. You heard that right, not 1, not 2, but 3 of the best truffles from the chocolate box. Show your love to that someone special this month with the Triple Truffle Blizzard Treat. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Back in Yankton as the pregame clock winds down here at the Summit Center. Brian Oakland with play-by-play upcoming. Here are the starting lineups very quickly in this one that are brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. Governors going with the three-guard set of Brecken Kruger, Lincoln Keenholz, and Jacob Mayer, along with the front court of Benjamin Heisler and Jackson Edmond for Pierre. 8 and 5, 2 and 2 among ESD competition, and head coach Brianna Kusler, assisted by Skip Kurth, Brevin Kaiser, Latrell LaRush, and Kim Byerly. The Envirotech starters for the home team tonight, the Yankton Bucks, look like this, and they've got 5 seniors to start as well. The 3 guards in the backcourt, all by the name of Riken. Drew, a 5'10 senior. Mack, a 5'10 senior. Rugby, the quarterback of the football team, good athlete. He's a 6-foot senior. Talk about good athletes. We mentioned Cody Oswald, a small forward at 6'3 and a senior. Michael Moores, a 6'6 senior, is the post player for head coach Chris Haynes. Assistant coaches Jason Savvy, Matt Decker, and Sawyer Schmitz. The Yankton starting lineup brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. We're back in 2 minutes with our game officials, and we'll tip it off after that. This is Governor Basketball.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
With all the snow and cold temperatures, it's that time of year when people want to plan a trip somewhere warm and sunny. Do your research and purchase from known companies. Your version of luxury accommodations and close to the beach can be completely different than their version. Know exactly what you're to get from your purchase and who to reach out to if issues arise. And make sure that you get everything in writing. If you should have issues with your travel package, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 or visit their website, consumer.sd.gov, for more information.
This Governor Sports Moment is being brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. Zach Hansen and Lane Severin were members of 4 Pierre Governor basketball teams, and they played in more varsity games than any other Governor player in history. They capped off their careers by leading Pierre to its 4th state basketball championship in 2013 and left Pierre as the leading and second leading scorers and rebounders in school history. Zach Hansen and Lane Severin, 2 of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. You booze, you cruise, you lose.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Welcome back in Yankton as our Becky Pottsma State Farm pregame show comes to an end. It's almost time for tip-off. Brian Oakland with Caleb Brozick on camera. Heather Williams in studio, ready to go for the Governors, and the Bucks should be a good one. Our game officials and our law on the court, as we heard from the South Dakota Attorney General's office and their Consumer Protection Division in that last break, who sponsors our law on the court. The officials licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to officiate high school basketball, and we always thank our officials for doing what is very oftentimes a thankless job in officiating high school sports. Tonight's game officials are Darren Berg, Chad DeYoung, and Luke Langner. Game officials, the guys in stripes, are the law on the court. Darren Berg, Chad DeYoung, Luke Langner. Give them respect, as they are the law on the court from the South Dakota Attorney General's office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Tip-off coming up shortly. The Bucks are being announced on court right now. Tip-off will be brought to you by Comtech, communication, sales, and service, and electronics as well in Pierre. There's an Alan Bertram sighting, the head coach of Mount Marty women's basketball, right in front of us. Old friend of our DRG Media Group broadcasting crew right here. Governor Basketball brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors tonight, who include Bank West, the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City Motors, Enrique Gray Wealth Management, Overhead Door, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, and our friends and partners at Live Ticket in Pierre. Governors are in their road greens tonight with the black numbers, white trim. They'll be heading from left to right past the big red Y at center court. You're seeing that Y upside down if you are watching this one on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com. Yankton in home whites with the red numbers, black trim, heading right to left here in the first half. Here comes our Comtech opening tip, and once again, Ben Heisler at 6'3", outjumps a taller player. 6'6" Michael Moore is the Governors control. The opening tip sponsored by Comtech and Pierre. They work it right inside. A Brecken Kruger pass and a bunny on the right to Ben Heisler is up and in. Pierre off to a good start. And the Governors showing some pressure, some presence at least in the full court. Yankton will get it across. We're going to be using the name Riken an awful lot. 3 names in Drew, Mack, and Rugby. We might go first name basis for much of this evening. Here is Rugby up on the top of the key. He'll find Drew over to the right side. On the move to the right elbow, Cody Oswald. He'll make the move into the paint. Shot up will not go as that one bounced off the rim a couple of times. Brecken Kruger down with the rebound, speeds it across half court. Governors up 2-0, looking for more early on. Just underway. Here's Heisler on the top of the key. Inside, Jackson Edmond might have got pushed a little bit, but he will lay it up and in with the left hand. 2 for 2 in the paint for the Governors, and they lead 4-0. First minute gone by. Bucks back at it. Screen on the right side. Rugby penetrates. Baseline pass out to Drew, Drew, as that one rims in and out, no good. Edmond down with the rebound. That was a good look for Drew Riken. It just wouldn't go. Here's Heisler off the left elbow. Gets it back to Kruger. Drew Riken tried to knock it away, but he gets it to Mayer. Now Lincoln Keenholz. First touch of the night for Keenholz. Pops a 3 right side, no good. Here comes Kruger looking for an offensive board, but that got interrupted. He'll lose that, and it's down to the Bucks. Keenholz rimming in and out, no good on his first shot attempt of the night. Now a foul on the floor will be called on Jacob Mayer. Mayer, who has fouled out of the last 2 ball games for the Governors. I believe in the quickness of the backcourt for the Bucks that we expect tonight. Jacob's really going to have to play carefully. Here's a block for Edmond. Here comes Mayer on the breakaway layup. That's good. That was Edmond blocking the shot in the lane. Transition back at a basket, and Jacob Mayer will finish. Now an open 3 for Riken after the Bucks break the pressure. This one no good for Rugby. Keenholz is down with the rebound. The Govs lead 6-0. Looking for more, but Keenholz's pass is taken away by Cody Oswald, stepping in front of Edmond. Down off of the left block. Bucks have it back. Oswald gets it back from Rugby Riken. Brings it outside. Left side. Up top. Much too strong on a 3 ball for Mac Riken. No good. Keenholz with the Governors' 4th rebound so far. Yankton still with a goose egg on the board. 5.5 to play. First quarter. Still early on here in the Southeast. It is Mayer from center circle on the move. He wanted to lead Brecken Kruger down on the baseline, but the pass too strong and out of bounds. Leading Kruger a little too far. Turnover number 2 for the Governors. So with 5:15 to play, Bucks get it back left to right, quickly moving, but they'll lose it out of bounds. Actually, apparently off of the foot of Ben Heisler underneath the basket, and Yankton will throw in. 5:11 to play here in the first period. Once again, just boys tonight. The girls will be playing in Pierre at Riggs High Gym tomorrow. Here on River 92.7. Almost missed communication. Drew Riken has it. Plenty of time on the shot clock here. Rugby driving against Edmond. He'll lay it up and in with a finger roll. Good play for Rugby Riken. Yankton on the board for the first time, trailing 6-2. Keenholz will set up the offense here. Comes near side Mayer, who gets a first step, and a nice move for Jacob Mayer. Up and in. Michael Moores contested that shot, but Mayer was able to pump fake. Get a little hang time. Kruger flies by on the fake of the 3 by Drew Riken. Now Mayer will come up with a steal. First Buck turnover. Stops, gives it to Lincoln Keenholz, and his pass will be tipped. Now taken away, and it's a transition opportunity for Cody Oswald. Up and in. Oswald's first two. And good job there. I think it was Rugby Riken who got the steal that time. 8-4, Governors lead. They scored the first 6 of the game. Here's Mayer down in the corner. Quick pass inside. Jackson Edmond up and down with one hand slam. Governors continue to play well in the post. And setting up some high percentage shots. Yankton quickly underneath, but they'll lose it out of bounds. It'll head back to Pierre. So far, so good for the Governors. As far as keys to success that we talked about, Cade Kaiser will check in, first sub in, as Brecken Kruger is out for the Governors. Past the halfway point of quarter number 1. We are at the 3:45 mark. Here up 10-4. Looking for more. Mayer will set it up with Kaiser out on the right wing. Near side as the Govs head from left to right. Christian Bush waiting at the scorer's table ready to check in. Heisler will find Keenholz against Rugby Riken. Two outstanding 11 AA quarterbacks staring each other there. Pass to Edmond, and it'll be knocked away by Michael Moores out of bounds on the baseline. Edmond will check out in place of Christian Bush. Michael Moores, the 6'6 senior, checking out. Cooper Grotenhuis is in for the first time. He's a 5'11 senior, so Yankton giving away quite a bit of size with that one. Mayer will inbound off the right side of the key. Finds Heisler. Straight into Bush. 3 on the shot clock. Turnaround shot here a little bit short, though, and it is down to Grotenhuis. Here come the Bucks. They've also got Landon Potts, a 6'1 junior, and he gets it back. Corner 3 is good. Fed by Rugby Riken. Landon Potts hits the first of 4 tries from long range, and now Kaiser will lose the basketball out of bounds. Bit of a fumble there, and the Governors, after seeing Yankton cut into a 6-point deficit, they cut it in half to 3. Now the Bucks will get it back, throwing in here from the near side. Rugby Riken finally finds Potts way over on the far side of the court. Now to Drew Riken, back to Potts, fakes the shot from deep up top. Now Drew Riken will pull the trigger. That is online, and he's got one. Suddenly we're tied. Governors scored the first 6 of the game, led 10-4. Yankton has hit back-to-back threes, and we're tied at 10-10. Keenholz pulls up from the free throw line. Can't get this one to go. Down to Riken, and Rugby right to left as the Bucks look for their first lead of the night, and a reach foul here. Riken was dribbling past the Governor bench. Cade Kaiser came from the baseline, just tried to undercut him a little bit as far as the dribble was concerned, and it looked like a lot of contact, but Kaiser will pick up his first personal foul. Team foul number 2 for the Govs. No, they call that on Mayer, and it's his second personal. So Jacob in some early foul trouble here with 2. Potts into the lane, gets it back up top. Oswald leans, couple of pump fakes, but the shot will not fall, and Bush has the rebound for the Governors. Here may have dodged a bullet there. Here comes Keenholz and company to Kaiser, right wing. Now Bush wants to lob inside. Jackson Edmond, who's back in there, gets it back to Bush. 3 ball here will not go. Rugby Riken rebounds up ahead. Long pass, and Cody Oswald with the finish, and Yankton leads for the first time. 12-2, under 2 minutes to play. 1:50 counting down quarter number 1. Keenholz running the point here. And again, Mayer is out with 2 fouls. We've got a whistle. Foul called away from the basketball here. Apparently will be the first team foul on the Bucks. This is Cooper Grotenhuis with his first. Brecken Kruger back in. Set to inbound. Cade Kaiser out. Carson Ahart's a 6'6 senior on for the first time here. Cubs will go 4 corners in the inbound off of the lane. The inbound comes to Ahart's. He's left alone. He'll pop one from 18 feet, and it's good. Carson Ahart's good shot, good shooter. We're tied for the second time at 12-12. Bucks cross the timeline. Potts will skip it across the lane. This is Drew Riken, and a foul called on the way up here as Riken drives baseline. Looked like he just flat out lost a handle of it, but Christian Busch may have got him down low. That's Christian's first personal, and Drew Reichen will pick up a couple foul shot opportunities here. Third team foul for the Governors. Again, Mayer with 2, Busch with his first. Drew Reichen, who takes that ball all the way down to the floor in his crouch, brings it back up, will rattle his first one home. Yankton back in front, 13-12. 1:25 to go, we're in the first. Drew again, up and good. 5 points for Drew Reichen. And the Governors trailing by 2 as Keen Holes will get it across the timeline. Left-handed pass to Breckenkruger. Now Edmond on the cut, and Reichen falls down. Edmond misses a shot, gets his own rebound. Right-handed turnaround this time is good. Stat patter there for Jackson Edmond, but we're tied. 14-14 with an even 1 minute to play. A good first quarter. Both teams playing well so far. Drew Reichen fakes a corner 3. No good. Pass will get away. It's into the backcourt and finally out of bounds. The Governors will get a takeaway here. More of a miscommunication play on the part of Yankton, but turnover number 3 given back to Pierre. 50 seconds to go. We're in the first. Can tell right away here in this first quarter that this one, as we talked about in the pregame, has all the makings of another one that's going to go down to the wire. The parody of Class AA likely coming to form again. Here's Kruger. Top of the key, picks up his dribble. Needs some help. Long arm received by Aharts here on the near side. Carson wants to drive, but he'll dribble it off of his foot and lose it out of bounds. Yankton will have a shot clock off. 32 seconds to play. Winding down the first period. And Chris Haynes will send in a quick sub. This is Mac Reichen, one of the starters, back in for Cooper Grotenhuis. Landon Potts is still in place of Michael Moores. The rest of the starting 5 out there for Yankton in home white. Governor presence in the backcourt. Provided a challenge, but the Bucks get it across with 20 ticks to go. Here in the first period, a 14-14 tie. A couple of touchdown passes thrown by each quarterback. Oh no, that's a different sport. Here's Reichen, top of the key. Potts down to Mac Reichen. 3-ball in the corner, no good. Keenholz rebounds. He'll look to heave it. Actually, it's going to be late, and it's off the top of the backboard. We're tied at the end of 1 quarter of play. The Governors 14, the Bucks 14 as well. Scoreboard is brought to you by Gales Gas Service. In Pierre, it is the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Let's take a 60-second timeout. We go to quarter number 2. Back with more Pierre Governor basketball here on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
And demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre.
Well, a good start for the Bucks, who have the opening possession of the second quarter. Rugby Reichen with a hook pass underneath to Cody Oswald. He lays it up and in. Bucks leading 16-14. As we welcome you back to the Summit Center here in Yankton. Pierre shooting 7 of 12 in that first quarter. Yankton 5 of 12, but a couple of free throws and a couple of three-pointers as well. Edmond now feeding underneath, and Lincoln Keenholz with his first basket of the game. We tie back up 16-16, back and forth. Pierre had an early 6-0 and a 10-4 lead, but back-to-back threes plus another bucket gave Yankton the lead, and they've been the ones seesawing in front. Moore's out to Landon Potts, looking for 3, and we will have a foul called here And this is going to go on Jackson Edmond. He had a rebound over the top, I believe, of Cody Oswald. But as Oswald ducked underneath Edmond a little bit, Edmond trying to hang on to the basketball, comes down over the top. And a possession keeper here for the Yankton Bucks. Rugby Riken on the move. Good penetration. He kicks out. Now it's a three for Oswald. Cody Oswald with 9 points. Rugby Riken already with 5 assists in this game. Yankton leads for the first time by 3. Leads by 3 for the first time. That would be a little more descriptive. 19-16. Here comes Heisler on the baseline. And an offensive foul called on Heisler as Potts stands his ground. Ben Heisler picking up his first personal. Governors will turn it over for the 6th time. Right now, Yankton is the team making more plays. Early second period, 6:25 counting down. Bucks up 19-16. They play catch to get it across the timeline. Potts will find Michael Moores, who started the second quarter. Carson Aharts cuts in front of the pass, though. Knocks it to Heisler. The Governors get a takeaway. Keenholz up ahead. Now Aharts. Middle post to Edmond. Back to Aharts. Fires a three, and he hits it. We're tied again. Carson Aharts with 5 points here in the first half. Our 5th tie so far. As we continue to go back and forth, teams matching each other basket for basket. Potts wants the answer here for 3 points. No good from the corner. Edmond up high for the rebound. Potts hit his first one, but he's missed 2 in a row now. Now Edmond drives, and he'll be reached in upon. That'll be a Yankton foul. Edmond dished out to Kruger. He reined in a would-be 3, but whistle came well before that. Cody Oswald with his first personal. Only team foul number 2 for the home team. Heisler checking out. Jacob Mayer for quickness back in. Mayer does have 2 first-period fouls, however. And so he'll have to be careful. 5:41 to play here, second quarter. Keenholz will inbound off the left side of the key. Lobs it in to Edmond. He finds Aharts. He fakes a 3 after hitting one already. Now he gets it to Kruger. Kruger looks, finds Mayer. Pump fake on his shot, but he drives into traffic. Gets it back out to Aharts. Still plenty of time on the possession. Aharts finds Kruger. He's open up top. 3-ball good. Brecken Kruger's first shot of the night is good. The Governors take the lead back here at 22-19. Press broken here. Potts to the far side. Rugby Riken now on the move is Drew Riken. Pull up from 6 feet. No good. Rebound is tipped by Kruger to Edmond. And the Governors have it back. Keenholz in the lane to Edmond. Tough spin move there. Physical play underneath. Here's Kruger. Fake the deep one. Moores faces up with him. That's a bit of a mismatch in Yankton's favor, especially as Kruger picks up the basketball. Mayer near center court. 15 on the shot clock on the reset, and he'll drive, feed to Aharts. Here's Kruger again. Fakes again. Now inside the paint. Shot up no good from in front of the free throw line. A little bit short by Kruger. And Moore's down with the rebound. Here come the Bucks. No, here come the Govs as Keenholz intercepts a pass. Here up 22-19, 4:20 to play. The Governors will slow it up here, trying to control the tempo once again. Keenholz fakes against Riken. Finds Kruger. Inside off the right block. Edmond back to Kruger. He'll try another one from long range. This one no good. Riken tips the rebound to Moores this time. Halfway through quarter number 2, 4 down and 4 minutes to go. Riken out to Riken. That's Rugby to Drew looking for 3. No good. Aharts with the rebound. Drew Riken 1 for 3 from downtown. Up and down the floor. Nobody scored here in about the last minute and a half, estimated. But there's a steal. Drew Riken takes the Mayer pass away, and he'll lay it up and in. Right to left, Drew Riken with points numbers 4 and 5. That shows the quickness, especially from the defensive end for the Yankton Bucks. Here's Keenholz, stuck on 2 points still for Lincoln. Govs lead by 1, 22-21, as Rugby Riken doing a good job defensively on the Governors' top scorer, Lincoln Keenholz. Here's Aharts to Kruger. He'll find Edmond, 16 on the shot clock. Edmond fades away and hits. Good move and a good shot for Jackson Edmond, who now has 8 points. to lead Pierre to a 24-21 lead. Long pass coming. Oswald left alone in the corner, but Edmond gets to him to deny the shot. Now back to Rugby Reichen. On the move, Drew Reichen again from outside. This time it's good. Second one hit by Drew Reichen, and we are tied at 24-24. 2:35 counting down second quarter. Keenholz will cross over, come right side, feeds inside Edmond, right-hander short. He gets his rebound though, back up against a body shove up and in for Jackson Edmond. Now 10 in the first half for Eddie. Playing strong, playing well here tonight. That's what the Governors need. They've got the advantage in the post, and I think they'll have to exploit that, especially as long as Lincoln Keenholz gets defended and kind of negated offensively here. Under 2 minutes to play, down to 10 on the shot clock. Moores has it up top. Far side, Landon Potts. Drew Reichen fakes the three, drives baseline, back inside to Moores, up and in. Good ball movement there as Michael Moores will score his first bucket of the night. Tied again, 26-26. Edmond off the right block from Mayer. Goes out to the right corner, and the shot up here for Aharts is short. It's tipped, and then undercutting is Rugby Reichen. He'll knock it away at the end of the Yankton bench, and the Governors will get to keep it here. Aharts, Mayer, Edmond all check out for a break. Cade Kaiser, Christian Busch, Benjamin Heisler back in for Pierre. Keenholz and Kruger will stay in there with 90 seconds to play here in the second period in a tie ball game. Busch up top, underneath, Heisler, he'll try to muscle one up, and he does. Up and over the top of the defender, Heisler with 4 points. Covers by 2, underneath into a triple team, Mac Reichen, he gets a baseline bounce pass away. Ooh, nice dipsy-do. Mac Reichen up and good for 2. Split a couple of defenders to put that shot down. 28-28, 1 minute even to play, quarter number 2. Kaiser off of the right baseline, back up top. Finds Brecken Kruger, he'll put it in motion to Busch. Now Kaiser again. Picks his dribble up on the right wing, feeds Kruger, dangerous pass. Brecken able to pick it up. He'll step back, fire, short, online, but short. I think that was a long 2. Rebound down to Isaiah Skelhaus, who had just checked in. Rugby Reichen for 3, but this one no good. That was a rare shot attempt for Rugby. Heisler has the rebound. We stay tied, and the Governors can play for a last shot here in the first half. 28-28. Good ball game. Yankton has led by no more than 3. The Governors have led by 6 early on a couple of times. 10 seconds to play. Let's watch Keenholz here against Rugby Reichen. Lincoln, dipsy-doos, and shot up good from the half circle. Rugby Reichen, who's hit half-court shots before, a little bit short on this one. That one from about 3/4 the length. But the Governors will lead at halftime, outscoring Yankton 16-14 in the second period. And your Gales Gas Service scoreboard at intermission is Pierre 30 and the Bucks 28. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We'll pause for 3 minutes. Up next, it's halftime, which comes to us as a courtesy of the folks at Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial. You'll find them in the Northridge Plaza in Pierre. Our Wealth Partners halftime break is next. 3 minutes. This is Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Govs. River 92.7, drgnews.com.
First.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
DMC Wear Parts is a proud South Dakota business providing high-quality wear parts for all makes and models of heavy equipment. We quote you direct from multiple manufacturers, cutting out the middleman and getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Oh, why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt. And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome. When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
In today's ever-changing housing market, you need a proactive mortgage lender who can guide you through every turn of the process, from your loan application all the way to closing. Jessica Jonkuk with First National Bank in Pierre is dedicated to providing that level of service to her customers and making your home purchasing dreams a reality. Call Jessica today at 605-201-5254 or visit firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life, with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Host the ESD conference meet on Saturday at Riggs High Gym, and hockey will be hosting as well. Sioux Falls boys hockey on Friday for the Oahe Capitals, and then a girls and boys doubleheader hosting the Watertown Lakers on Saturday. We're back at it as Jackson Edmond will feed underneath to Jacob Mayer in the second half. Here with the opening possession, Mayer is fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. And while he does that, Brianna Kuzler calling all three of her bigs over to have a quick chat. Mayer, front of the first of two, is in and out, no good. Don't see that very often. Mac Ryken called for the foul. Mayer will try again at a 4-point output in the first half. Second one also rims in and out. Mayer, very good free throw shooter, but couldn't get either one of them this time. So we're underway in the second half. Teams are switching directions. Here is a three outside, no good. Mac Ryken couldn't get it to go, but Cody Oswald is down with the rebound. Actually, Drew Ryken took that shot. Drew's got it back here on this side. Yankton in home white with the red numbers, moving left to right. Governors are in their road greens tonight. Another open effort, and it's up and good for Drew Ryken. Rugby Ryken continues to feed. He finds the open shooters, and we've got our third lead change tonight. Yankton takes the lead with their first shot down of the second half, 31-30. Fifth three that has fallen tonight. Edmond in traffic is down. And now they'll blow the whistles here. I'm not sure what happened, but Jackson Edmond, he's been getting bumped around an awful lot tonight, and this time training staff will come out to check on him. And Edmond is feeling some pain here. Injury timeout on the floor. We haven't had any timeouts, so we'll use this opportunity to remind you timeouts of any kind on our broadcast are brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre, and the trainer has to look at Jackson's right knee. So a big area of concern here for the Governors. Edmond with 10 points to lead the Govs, 5 rebounds, and a couple of assists and a block shot as well. Let's step aside for 30 seconds in this injury timeout from Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. Governors trailing 31-30. We just started the third quarter on River 92.7.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
No, back in Yankton again, cause for concern. Jackson Edmond got helped up. He is walking off the floor with the help of the trainer. He's walking on his own power. That's good, but that right knee might be a little bit of a concern. We'll hopefully be able to see Jackson Edmond check back into this one a little bit later on. Carson Aharts has taken his place, though. Welcome back here to Yankton. Dribble off of the foot of Ben Heisler. And as Brecken Kruger picks up a loose basketball, a whistle blown. And I didn't see the signal, whether that was a travel or what. Must have been. I was thinking Brianna Kuzler might have got a timeout there, but not the case. Governors turn it over here. We're just a minute and a half into the third period. Yankton on top, 31-30. Governors losing 10 points and 9 rebounds a game if Jackson Edmond can't get back at it here. Oswald gets Heisler in the air, finds Drew Ryken, who drives and gives it back to Oswald. He's got to get out of the lane. He loses the basketball. Aharts will pick it up. Governors get a takeaway right to left here in the second half for Pierre. Across the timeline, now Keenholz. Back to Heisler, looks to drive over Moores, and it's up and good. Then Heisler, another one who's going to have to step up, especially without Jackson Edmond on the floor. Edmond getting checked out down the hall in the trainer's room. After possibly a twisted knee, Keenholz tips the pass. Mayer picks it up ahead to Kruger. Brecken fumbles it, but now he picks it up and back across the lane. Heisler misses as the shot was altered. Rebound is tipped out here to Oswald, and then on the floor as Mayer's going for the loose ball as well. He will trip him up. Jacob Mayer's going to pick up his third personal foul. So, Mayer has to check out here. Cade Kaiser is in. Landon Potts checks in for the Bucks, their first sub of the second half. Pierre on top, 32-31. But the Govs missed a golden opportunity last time with just a fumble of the basketball and a miss of a bunny that was, again, altered. Here's another three in the corner hit here. Potts feeds to Drew Ryken, who has his fourth of the game. 34-32 Yankton now. Aharts wants the answer. Bingo! Second long one for Carson Aharts. Fed by Lincoln Keenholz. Our number of lead changes starting to get closer to the number of ties. We had 8 ties in that first half. Now, after 4 lead changes so far here in the second half, we've got 6 of those. Reichen again from the corner. This time, no good. Long, high rebound. It's Michael Moores who will get it, and he is fouled by Cade Kaiser, apparently. Nope. 22. Benjamin Heisler, his second personal, and we've got a timeout that'll be taken here by the Governors. 4:39 to play. We're in the third quarter, 35-34. Pierre by 1 and a tight one. This is a 30-second Coca-Cola timeout, and we're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Back in Yankton, it's Buck basketball after an offensive rebound. Governors called the timeout here. Governor basketball brought to you by Pierre Sports marketing partners who include All Around Graphics, American Bank and Trust, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Capital City Campus, and Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties, to name a few. Here's a 3 for Landon Potts. It's up no good from the right side. Lincoln Keenholz with a long-armed rebound. He'll get it back. Governors across the timeline trying to add to a 1-point lead. Inbound or entry pass off of the hand of Ben Heisler, as that one led a little too close to the baseline from Brecken Kruger. Drew Reichen came in from behind, was wondering if he might have got a finger on it, but looked like it did go off of Heisler's hand. Governor's second giveaway here in the second half. Jackson Edmond is out of the trainer's room, and he's standing and he's ready to check in, so that is great news for the Governors. Reichen again for 3. This time, right side top of the key, it won't go. And Heisler with the rebound. Now Keenholz for 3. There it is. The Governors have hit 2 in a row, and they've got a 4-point lead. Actually wrote that one down on Aharts. He hit the last one. Keenholz with his first long one tonight, 7 points for Link. It's a 4-point Governor lead. Aharts has 2 of them tonight so far. Potts picks up the dribble. Now to Michael Moores. Oswald off the left block, and he will be touch fouled in the act of shooting, as Carson Aharts apparently got him on the hand. Aharts' first personal, and Oswald will shoot 2 free throws after about a 7-foot shot attempt. Governors with 3 team fouls so far. Oswald misses everything, a little bit short. And the first of 2 here. Jackson Edmond back in. Heisler will get a break. Edmond tweaked his knee early third period here now, 3:32 to play. Got checked out, hopefully 100%. Oswald good on the second one. His 10th point, and it's 38-35 Pierre. Governors led 30-28 at halftime. So far a bit of a low-scoring third quarter, but 3 minutes plus left to go. Aharts from deep this time, no good. There is Kaiser underneath. He'll put it back up and in. Big basket on the second chance for Cade Kaiser. And the Governors up their lead to 5 at 40-35. Here comes Potts. Right side on the wing, back to Rugby Reichen. Here near side, Kaiser defending. Now out to Drew Reichen. Kaiser maintains the assignment up on top. Inside, Reichen leaning in, and there's Aharts trying to block. But contact instigated here from Rugby Reichen, and they call this foul on the floor. I'm a little surprised by that, but Governors will take it. Aharts has his second personal, team foul number 4. Fresh 35 of the Bucks, still inbound. 2:45 to go. Governors lead by 5 here in the third. Kick out for 3, and Drew Reichen hits another. Didn't see, it might have been Rugby again from in the lane on the kick out. A 5-point deficit cut to 2 as Edmond saves a pass. And Brianna Kuzler may save a possession. She'll get a timeout here with 2:30 to play, third quarter. This one of the 60-second variety. We'll pause. The name of Coca-Cola Bottling up here, sponsoring timeouts. Back in a minute. The Governors by 2 so far in the third on River 92.7.
Hey, Tyler with Summit Contracting here. Let's talk about building on your farm. One of the great things about working with Summit Contracting is that we are the farm builders. We build premium grain systems and any structure that goes on your farm. It's never too early to start a project. We'll create a layout to ensure your structures are perfectly placed for today and the future. Let's get started on your farm project at buildsummit.com.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong. Because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth generation family owned and operated.
Back in Yankton again is Governor Basketball, sponsored in part by Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, including Comtech, Delta Dental, First Dakota National Bank, Maher Law Office, Midco, and Floss Dentistry in Pierre. Third quarter, under 2.5 minutes to go. Good ball game going. Jackson Edmonds spinning inside, creating space, trying to, misses, gets his own rebound. Left-handed jump hook also won't go. Ahart's going for the rebound, but Rugby Riken will knock it out of bounds this time, and the Governors will get another possession. 40-38. We've got a 10-10 scoring tie so far through the third period. The Governors led by this 2-point margin. Minus 10 points for both teams at halftime. Keenholz out of the inbound. Couldn't get Edmond on the cut, but now Edmond has it. Now to Keenholz. Boom! Two-hander down. Good ball movement from Aharts to Edmond to Lincoln Keenholz. The second jam of the night for Pierre. Slam Central Station, found in Yankton here tonight. 1:45 to play. Quarter number 3, the Govs by 4. Edmond has the other jam tonight, by the way. Here's Yankton coming back. Oswald inside, and the ball knocked away by Keenholz. Can't get to it in time. Tried to chase it before going out of bounds. Carson Ahart's playing well tonight. He is out for now. Carson with 8 points, by the way. Christian Bush checking in. And Yankton throwing in. 15 on the shot clock as the possession resumes. Landon Potts finds Rugby Riken. Fakes right, tries to drive around Jackson Edmond. Edmond got a piece of it. And the Bucks will turn it over for the third time as it's picked up by Bush. Governors across the timeline. Bush from Keenholz now down to Kaiser on the right wing. In front of the Governor bench, far side. Kaiser gets it back from Bush, looking to drive. Stops his dribble, now out to the corner. Edmond gets Oswald in the air, and he'll get held on the shot here by Drew Riken. And Jackson will go to the free throw line. Jackson looking pretty good after that knee tweak early in the second half. Physical ball game. Really love to ask Jackson Edmond at the end of this game how physical it is. Riken with his first personal foul, 2 free throws, and the first one rims in and out. Governors are 0 for 3 on the line so far, and all 3 of their misses have been just like that one. Soft touch, but on the right side of the rim, and it rims away. This one on the front of the rim, and it'll crawl its way across. Edmond 1 out of 2. He has 11 points. 43-38, a 5-point Governor lead here in the third. Yankton left to right, finger roll, Rugby Riken good. Down the lane. Challenged every defender, but Riken wins that battle. It's 43-40. Pierre back with it. Keenholz, as he tries to take his time here, spins into the lane, picks up the dribble, has to leave it with Edmond outside the arc. Back inside, Bush will take a foul. And as Bush, oh my goodness! Christian Bush just got teed up, and I tell you what, the officials did not understand what was going on here. Christian Bush got pushed on the foul from behind by Cooper Grotenheis. Cooper will get the foul, his second. And as Bush is just trying to play basketball, he was ready to go on the move back inside, and he lowered the shoulder, and basically all he did was continue playing basketball 1 second after the whistle. The officials didn't really understand what was going on. Bush gets teed up with apparently unnecessary roughness. And that's just unfortunate for the Governors. I'm not going to fault the officials on this, but they just didn't see the play the way I did. Christian Bush was just trying to make an offensive move. You know, you hear the whistle, it takes you a second to process it, and it seemed to me Christian Bush was just trying to continue the play. But Drew Reichen will get 2 free throws here. Bush, by the way, will pick up a second personal foul. Bad break for the Governors. The first one is good for Reichen. Second one can make it a 1-point game, and it's good. Drew Reichen having some kind of ball game. He's got 5 threes in this game now. 21 points. Christian Bush with his second personal. 21 points now for Drew Reichen. He's got half of the Buck output. Here leads by 1 now, 43-42. And again, if only folks that matter could have seen that play. Again, the way I believe Christian Bush was just playing. This has been a physical game. Christian was just trying to make a strong move. Anyway, we're done with that. We're down to 10 seconds left here in the third period. Shot clock off. Yankton with Reichen penetrating. He'll kick out in the corner. 3 is good for Isaiah Skelhaus. The Bucks get 5 points with a little help toward the end of the third period. They'll take the lead to the fourth. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's Yankton 45 and the Governors 43. Scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We pause for 60 seconds and quarter number 4 coming up. This is a good one here in Yankton. Governor basketball, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Back in Yankton, we go to the fourth quarter. The Governors led 30-28 at halftime. Yankton with the last 5 points of the period lead 45-43, and they have the basketball with the possession arrow to start quarter number 4. Glad to have you aboard. Isaiah Skelhaus, who hit the 3 from that left corner, had it there momentarily, finds it, gets it back to Rugby Reich, and now Landon Potts with a deep one up top. No good. Ben Heisler in there for the rebound. As the Governors will take it back the other way in the lane. Wild shot, and a foul called here will send Jackson Edmond to the free throw line. 1-4, Cody Oswald, the guilty party, his second personal. This game has the feel for the game that the Governors played in Brandon here a couple of weeks ago. Edmond hits the first of 2. Oswald with his second foul. And what I mean by that is nobody led that Brandon Valley game by more than 7 points, I believe. The Governors' biggest lead was 6. So that started at 6-0. Yankton's biggest lead has been 3. Edmond goes 2 for 2. We're tied. 45-45. Sit tight. A fun fourth quarter coming up with 7:20 to go in regulation. Here's Drew Reichen. Carson Ahart's defending. Back to Rugby Reichen. Back to Drew. Left open. You can't do that, Governors. He's already got 5. This one, fortunately, bounces away. Up and over the top. Off the top of the glass. And it'll still be Yankton basketball. I guess there was a foul on Ben Heisler somewhere in there. So Yankton has a fresh 35. Drew Reichen on the move. Nope, that's Mac Reichen. Now Rugby, floater, too high off the glass, and Edmond was there defensively. Rugby trying to get his own rebound, called for the foul. That'll be his first. So, as Keenholz will take it across the timeline, Pierre looking to get the lead back. 45-45. Edmond, top of the key. Spins at the free throw line, kicks out. Brecken Kruger for a long one, will not go. Oswald will get to the rebound first. Yankton up ahead. Drew Reichen left corner. Dangerous from that spot, but Kruger was there. Now back to Rugby up top. Rugby now finds Mac Reichen in the right corner. This one off the front of the rim. Kruger will get a running start for the rebound. Up ahead, Kruger still with it, and he'll get swiped, but fouled in the act of shooting. Brecken came to a quick stop. I'm getting some help from one of our loyal fans watching this one. And maybe I misunderstood Christian Busch's technical foul a little bit. I saw a continuation of action, but with the help of live video and video on demand, thanks very much. Maybe I'll stand corrected on the way that all transpired at the end of the third period. Kruger hits the first of two. Foul on Cody Oswald is his third. He is the first Buck with that many. Second one, Kruger is good. Governors lead 47-45. 10 lead changes in this game, and I dare say we're not done with that yet. Bucks will take a timeout here. Their first of the night with 6:11 to play. Fourth quarter, a 30-second break brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We're back with more Governor basketball.
Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete
Wagner Auto and Stulkin Peterson Lingle, Walti Jones LLP, South Dakota National Guard, Red Rosa, Pitts Design and Build, Pierre Dental Clinic, Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, Olinger Law Firm, Iceberg Funeral Home, Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, and us, James River Broadcasting and DRG Media Group, your official voice of the Governors. Here's a three in the corner. Rugby Reichen outside to Drew Reichen, who hits his 6th of the night. I think all 6 have been from the left corner. Save maybe for one. Lead change, number 8, 48-47. Bucks have it. Now Heisler looking for the answer from the right corner. That won't go, but an offensive board to Jackson Edmond. Keenholz tries up top. That one was challenged, and that's off the front of the rim, no good. So, the Bucks have it now with a 1-point lead. Rugby Reichen setting things up. Oswald with a hip screen out top. Reichen drives. Heisler challenges it. That's no good. Brecken Kruger down with the rebound. Keenholz down off the right block. Entry pass, Edmond bodying up on Oswald, and this jump hook rims in and out, no good. Another bad luck play for the Governors. Good shot attempt there. That's the look they want. Left corner, baseline drive. Into traffic, Drew Reichen finds Rugby, and Heisler up in the air. Leaning forward too far. He does negate a shot. But Heisler's picked up his 4th personal. And this is interesting. They say this is on the shot. Earlier I thought Rugby Reichen got fouled on a shot. This time I didn't think he got a shot attempt up. Free throw's a little too strong. It'll rim in and out, no good. Jacob Mayer will check in. He has 3 personals. Heisler now, the first person with real foul trouble. He has 4. We still have 4:53 to play in regulation. 48-47. Bucks make it 49-47. Rugby Reichen puts the second one down, and he's got 5 points. Keenholz across the timeline quickly. But he'll pick his dribble up. Govs will go in. There's an offensive foul on Jackson Edmond. This time, This time he put the shoulder down. He bounced Oswald away from him. This is a good call, even though Edmond's saying he's getting pushed too. Talk about the physicality in this game. We're seeing a lot of it. There haven't been a lot of whistles, but Edmond got caught on this one. Timeout to the Bucks again, who lead 49-47 with 4:36 to play. Coca-Cola breaking the action. Another one of 30 seconds. We're back with more Governor basketball.
Plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Graham. Major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes. From Access Health, Fort Pierre, assuring access to quality health.
Welcome back to Yankton. As the Bucks have it out of their second timeout called. They've got 3 left. Governors have 3 left as well. Good ball game with Yankton leading by 2. A Rugby Riken offensive foul this time. He spun down off of the drive down on the left block as he turned around, leaning in. And Rugby Riken gets dinged here. I believe Brecken Kruger defending that time. Riken's second personal. Team fouls have both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus right now. Here's Carson Ahart's faking 3. He'll drive, and this will be a blocking foul. Oswald gets in there, tried to sell a charge, which as a Governor homer I was a little concerned about, but Carson Ahart's really wasn't as much contact maybe as it looked, but Ahart's will get to the free throw line. Cody Oswald, the first player for Yankton, in deep foul trouble. He has 4. Ahart's for 2, and the first one is up and good. A 1-point ball game. Second one is also good. The Governors, who were 1 for 4 on the stripe in the third period, are now 6 of 6 here in the fourth. We're tied 49-49. Halfway home in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes to play. Here's Riken. Top of the key. Left alone momentarily, but he drives again. Edmond may have got a piece of the shot here, and they say he's the last to touch. There's another one you kind of like to have another look at. Oswald looked like he may have had a hand in there. Yankton will get another possession with 3:51 to play. Pierre fans not happy about that call at all, or interpretation as it were. Riken out to Riken. Riken to Riken. Another one. There's Drew for 3. This time, no good. Keenholz is the one who steps in front of this one. Out of bounds again. A miss for Drew Riken from long range. All 3 of them had their hands on that sequence. Drew, Mack from Rugby. This is Rugby to inbound. He'll get it into Oswald. 6 feet out in the middle of the lane. Challenges Edmond, and Edmond blocks it off the glass. He gets his own rebound too. Governors with a big defensive stop. Need some offense now, and Edmond will be fouled on the top of the key. He'll go to the free throw line. And Oswald's going to make a beeline for the bench. Cody Oswald has just fouled out of this basketball game. In hindsight, I guess, a little surprised Oswald stayed in there. Maybe didn't come back in with 3.5 minutes left, but instead, he played from 5 minutes down to 3.5, picking up his 4th and ultimately his 5th personal foul. He'll exit the game with 10 points. This is a 1-and-1 for Jackson Edmond. Front end off the back of the rim, but Keenholz with an offensive rebound. Putback is no good. Keenholz gets undercut by Mack Riken, but he was able to soften his landing. Now a 3 ball here for Mack Riken. And it's no good. Edmond has the rebound. Boy, the Governor faithful held their breath if they ever had to do that on that last sequence. Pierre has it, still with a 49-49 tie. Keenholz is fine. Mayer, top of the key. Mack Riken tips the pass, takes it away. Now Michael Moore's up ahead. Misses. Rebound tipped once, twice, and it's Mayer in among the trees coming up with a big one here. He'll guard the basketball. He'll kick it out to Carson Aharts. What a play for Jacob Mayer this time. The smallest player among 5 guys going for a rebound, and he's the one that comes up with it. Pierre with 2:36 to go. Tied 49-49. Keenhol's going to pop a 3. No, it's off the front of the rim from the left corner. Mac Reichen with the rebound. They'll push it up ahead. Actually, there's Mac. Actually, Drew Reichen rebounds. Mac Reichen finishes the transition. Yankton leads again, 51-49. 2:13 to play. Hand off to Kruger. Yankton's defense really starting to get serious here. Keenhol's off the left wing, picks up the dribble, gets his pocket picked, and a clean swipe from Rugby Reichen. Jump ball on the floor. Yankton came up with it. Michael Moores, I could see him asking for a timeout, but the officials didn't grant it or didn't see it, and Pierre, fortunately, has the alternating possession here. Both teams with 3 timeouts left to use. We're under 2 minutes, 1:58 to be exact. 13 seconds on the shot clock here for the Governors. 51-49 Bucks. This game has delivered exactly what we expected. The inbound to Aharts up top, back inside. Edmond is good with a finger roll off the spin with a right hand. Tie game again, 51-51. This is exactly like that Brandon Valley game 2 weeks ago tonight. Governors could really use a close game win in the worst way, if you ask me. Skelhaus to Rugby Reichen. He hits his first 3-pointer of the night. Rugby Reichen puts Yankton up 3. Edmond across the timeline, picks it up, and now a timeout taken by Brianna Kuzler with 1:24 to play. Full timeout of 60 seconds. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. We're back in 60. This is Governor Basketball.
Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at GrahamTire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Back in Yankton, it's tight, 54-51 Bucks with 1:24 to play. Yankton has the possession arrow. Governors are in a double bonus. Yankton has one more 1-1 if that happens to come to life here. Governors out there with Keenholz, Kruger, Aharts in place of Mayer, along with Edmond and Heisler. Ben Heisler in there with 4 personal fouls. The Yankton defense has countered Heisler very well, along with Keenholz tonight. Edmond finally gets it away to Aharts. Now Keenholz. 1:05 on the game clock, down to 10 seconds on the shot clock, and a spin move by Edmond. He loses the dribble. It is picked up by the Bucks. And they've got an opportunity to make this a 2-possession game as we enter the final minute of regulation. 54-51 Yankton. Mac Reichen will hand off to Drew, now to Rugby Reichen. Kruger is out there closely guarding. Rugby on the move, will drive. He's looking for somebody. It's Michael Moores for 3. Well off the mark, no good. Keenholz rebounds. And the Governors will take it the other way. And they'll get a timeout as Keenholz takes it toward the scorer's table with 23.6 ticks of the clock to play. A full timeout for the Governors, but we'll take half of that. A 30-second Coca-Cola timeout here, 54-51. Govs trail by 3 on River 92.7.
Did you put more on that high-interest credit card this holiday season than you expected? Why not transfer that balance onto an Owyhee Federal Credit Union credit card? With a fixed rate of 9.9% APR, no balance transfer fees, and no annual fees, how could you go wrong? Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Back in Yankton, where Governor basketball is brought to you in part by First Dakota National Bank, Fisher Rounds and Associates, the Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health in Fort Pierre, Yesway, Lynn's Dakota Mart, May Adam Law Firm, and American Bank and Trust, some of your Pierre Sports sponsors, who also include Ferding Electric, TMA, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Bauman Lumber, and Edgewood Healthcare in Pierre. So 23 seconds left. The Govs trail by 3. Obviously, they don't need a 3 here. They can score a quick 2, but you're going to have to foul if that happens to be the case. Governors will put it into the hands of Lincoln Keenholz. Out of the timeout. They still have 2 left if they should need them. 15 seconds. Kruger drives. He tries to get it back to Keenholz, and it's Reichen who tips it and takes it away. Mac Reichen this time with his second steal. The Yankton fans are loving it. One thing about it, if you are Pierre and you play, especially with all the football players in this game, you know that no matter who you play, somebody really has it out for you, and they want to beat you in the worst way, and the Yankton Bucks are 9.9 seconds away from doing just that. This is a 1-and-1 for Drew Reichen. It's good. It's a 2-possession game. He'll get another. And Yankton will take a timeout here, leading 55-51. We'll take a quick 30-second break, another Coca-Cola timeout, as you listen to Pierre Governor basketball, River 92.7.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty.
And again, we expected exactly what we're getting, a nip and tuck ball game. Neither team is led by more than 6 points tonight. We've had 12 ties. We've had 9 lead changes. But the deck is stacked against the Pierre Governors, trailing by 2 possessions, 55-51. 1 free throw still to come for Drew Reichen, who is 5 for 5 on the line so far in this basketball game. Just under 10 seconds to go. Governors with 3 heartbreaking losses in the last 2 weeks. Brandon Valley, Aberdeen, both on the road. Of course, the overtime loss to O'Gorman last Friday at home. Drew Reichen for the second free throw is good. The Governors trail by 5, 56-51. Edmonds going to throw the length of the court, and that's a curveball out of bounds. No time off the clock, but Yankton's going to get the throw in from right under their own basket. Edmond, of course, I'm sure, was looking for Lincoln Keenholz. And here come the overrated chance again. My goodness, nobody's got any love for the Pierre Governors, do they? Drew Reichen, Rugby Reichen, will take it out near center circle. The Governors will not foul, and this one will come to an end. Final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, the Yankton Bucks 56, the Pierre Governors 51. Governors with just 8 points in that fourth quarter, as they will fall to 8-6 on the season, 2-3 in the ESD. Yankton with another quality win. They played well against some real good teams of late, and they just played well against another real good team here tonight and beating the Pierre Governors. Bucks are 7-4 on the season and 5-2 in the ESD. That's a good example of the successes they've had this season. Again, 56-51, the Bucks win it. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use their budget plan and keep full service and stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. 3-minute timeout, and we're back for the post game, which comes to us thanks to Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. Our Family Dental post game with a conversation with Brianna Kuzler, as we will meet the way we're not supposed to be meeting once again. And that's back in 3 minutes. Of course, we've got your big plays of the game, your player of the game, all coming up as well. This is Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Govs. This is River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Looking to make a career shift and not just another job change? At Beck Motor Company, you're a part of a team. We provide you with the experience and training to succeed and grow in a professional work environment. We're looking for a self-motivated, dedicated person to join our service department as an AV technician. We're offering a $5,000 sign-on bonus to the right individual. Contact Dave Lemieux at 605-224-5912. Email dave.lemieux@beckmtr.com or stop out. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to the Summit Center in Yankton, and once again we have to say, doggone it anyway, as the Pierre Governors fall short in their fourth heartbreaking loss, a game that was tight all the way. Now let me tell you a story real quick. In 2013, Pierre Governors won a state championship. They lost 4 games by a total of 6 points. These 4 games that the Govs have lost of late are by more than 6 points, but there's the same types of losses. They just, in this case tonight, just couldn't make enough plays. And Yankton's defense had a lot to do with that. The Governors, I think they got caught rushing just a little bit in some instances. That fourth quarter especially, Yankton outscored the Govs 11-8, but Yankton only hit 3 field goals. The Governors only hit 1 field goal in that fourth quarter. They were 6 of 7 from the free throw line, so they did a good job there, but the Bucks still just able to make more shots on this night. They made a few more defensive plays, got a few more takeaways in this one, and even though the stats are very similar, some of them that count the most lead to the one that really counts the most, the one on the scoreboard, and a Yankton victory here tonight, 56-51. Governors scored the first 6 points of this game. They also led 10-4. The back-to-back threes by Yankton made this a pretty good ball game, and it was just like that all night long, as these two teams were tied at the end of one quarter, 14-14. The Governors made one more play than the Bucks in the second period, 16-14. They had the scoring advantage. They led 30-28 at intermission. But then in the third quarter, early, Jackson Edmond went down with a twist of the knee. He went to the locker room for probably 4.5 minutes of game time. He eventually came back out, was okay. He was good to go. He looked 100%, but that still kind of maybe took the wind out of the sails just a little bit for the Governors, and maybe pepped up the Bucks. They ended up with a 17-13 scoring advantage in that third quarter. Down 2 at halftime, they led by 2 going to the fourth, 45-43, and then, as we mentioned, just an 11-8 scoring advantage for the Bucks in that second half. Yankton's biggest lead of the night actually was the final score, a 5-point margin, 56-51 in this one. As we take a look at the stats, the Governors are better than 50% once again, but only 6 of 15 in that second half. 20 out of 39 overall on the floor, 4 of 13 from outside the arc. Carson Ahart's hit 2, Lincoln Keenholz and Brecken Kruger with 1 each, 7 of 11 from the line in the ball game, all attempts in the second half for the Governors. And they'll be led in scoring by Jackson Edmond, who had 15 points tonight. The Govs made it clear that their successes, they really wanted to try to dominate inside, and I think they had the advantage there. But again, just some quick hands, some good plays and good bounces, fortunate bounces, I think, for the Bucks in this one also, helping their cause. Edmond with 15 points, also have him with 10 rebounds, so a double-double unofficially for Jackson Edmond tonight. Next in line, Carson Ahart's off the bench with a couple of threes and 10 points. Lincoln Keenholz was held with just 9 points. Brecken, let's make it Ben Heisler with 6. So obviously, you're Yankton, and you hold Keenholz and Heisler to 15 points combined, both of them averaging double figures. You do give up 15 to Jackson Edmond, but that's 30 points combined for the big three of the Governors. I think that's a recipe for success if you're playing Pierre. And a job well done by the Bucks in this one. Brecken Kruger with 5 points, Jacob Mayer with 4, and 2 points off the bench for Cade Kaiser. 51 is the Governor tally. As for Yankton, who goes 8 of 22 in the second half, overall 19 out of 45, but 10 of those 19 buckets made were from long range. And 6 of those come from Drew Reichen. They're 10 of 27 from outside the arc, and again, you've got to defend the three-pointer, I guess, if you're the Governors. Drew Reichen leads all scorers with 26 points. By the way, Yankton is 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Reichen was 6 of 6 from that spot. Drew Reichen, 26 points, including 6 threes in this one. Next in line is Cody Oswald with 10 points. He did foul out of this game. Rugby Reichen with 8 points, 4 points for Mac Reichen, 3-pointers apiece off the bench for Isaiah Skelhaus, and Landon Potts, and Michael Moores with just 2 points tonight. But 56-51 is enough for a Yankton Buck victory. Govs out-rebound the Bucks 25-17 overall, 5-3 on the offensive end. As mentioned, Jackson Edmond leading with 10 rebounds for the Governors. And the rebounding for Yankton spread around quite a bit, as Cody Oswald has 4, Michael Moores with 4, among others. Just 9 turnovers for Yankton. The Governors turned it over 14 times, and 5 of those, in fact, coming in the fourth quarter. So that's kind of a number that is unfortunate on the Governors' side. Pierre with 12 assists in this one, and that was spread around as well, with Edmond, Keenholz, Kruger all picking up a few assists, even Carson Ahart's with a couple of those. And Rugby Reichen with 10 assists has 10 out of 14 for Yankton. Good ball movement, but again, it's a lot of those are ending in those made three-point shots, and that is the difference in that one. In this one, actually, 56-51, the final. So we'll take another 3-minute timeout. Our Family Dental postgame will continue. Conversation with the head coach. Big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics, and your player of the game also on the way. That's sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores. A little later on yet, but we're back with more after this 3-minute timeout. This is Governor Basketball.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
You know that feeling? The feeling that things couldn't get any better? It's you at your best. Being your best means owning your health. It means not only meeting your goals, but crushing them, then setting new ones. Partner with an Avera primary care provider. We are right here to help you create health goals so you can feel your best and move forward to your healthiest self. Learn more at avera.org/checkup. Avera, moving health forward.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Back at Yankton, another disappointing defeat on the road for the Pierre Governors as they fall by 5, 56-51. Yankton, another one of those good teams, and if you're a Governor fan, you'll kind of have to absorb the losses. Unfortunately, the Governors, with each loss, are probably going to fall a little further down out of the top 8 in the power rankings. They came in number 9. You'd certainly love to have a home game when the Sodak 16 rolls around. They've got a lot of opportunities yet still, as this is game number 14 on the season with 6 still to go. But you've got some tough opponents, and if you can get some big wins there, you can still get a home game. But each one like this is a little difficult to swallow. Brianna Kuzler coming up. We'll let her catch her breath here just a little bit. Reminding you that the boys playing here tonight, the girls will be on tomorrow at home. They'll host the Yankton Gazelles. The Governors 11-2. Yankton struggling so far. Should be a favorable matchup for the Govs tomorrow night. You'll hear it here on River 92.7 with David's call at 6:30 tonight. Coach Brianna Kuzler, I told you last week we got to stop meeting like this.
No kidding.
But another game that I think, it was pretty apparent right off the bat, especially when Yankton hit 2 threes to tie it at 10-10 in the first quarter, that this one was going to be a lot like that Brandon Valley game a couple of weeks ago. Nobody leads by more than 6 points in this game. It's just all about execution. It's going to come down to who makes more plays. And unfortunately tonight, it was Yankton making more plays, but despite the 3-pointers, I think you got to credit their defense for really doing a job on Lincoln and Ben, and I think they were kind of letting Jackson get what he could get, but they were really taking away some big playmakers on our offense tonight.
Yeah, I think their pressure on the perimeter and inside as well. I thought this was Jackson had a fantastic game for us, and he played like a dude tonight. And I thought he was kind of getting pushed around quite a bit, and but I thought that he fought through things like that, and he goes down with a little tweak to his knee and came back, and you wouldn't have even known, and that's just the resilient competitor that he is. But I thought that still on the perimeter there were too many times where we allowed their defense to dictate what we were doing offensively, and I know we talked in pregame about we want to be the initiators, and we want to dictate what they're doing with our offense and our defense. And we talked in the locker room afterward. I felt like they were solid on-ball defenders, but I didn't feel like the rest of their defense was that stellar, and they're athletic, they're quick, but I felt like when we gave the ball up, we sat back, we're like, oh, I can breathe now, instead of exposing them by cutting immediately and seeing if we can get some action going there. But credit the pressure that they did apply, because it worked, and it's another one of those. I'm sick of these character builders, and I think everybody is. And we had a good talk in the locker room after this, but it's not a talk that we want to continue to have.
Each one's a learning experience, and you'd like to think that each one of these tough losses, the next time you turn around and play these teams that have gotten the better of you, that it's not going to turn out that way again the next time. But you'd still like to be able to string some games together. And I know maybe it's too early to talk about postseason, but you really would love to have a home game when it counts, right?
Absolutely, yes. And that's where in a game like this, and whether it's a one possession game at the end, it's a two possession, whatever it ends up being, it comes down to a couple possessions each quarter that I felt like we're still lacking on that valuing of those possessions, and making sure that we are valuing everything that we're doing, whether it be passes from the cross court, making sure that we're faking a pass to make a pass. Those things that they seem somewhat elementary, and they are, but that's because basic basketball is good basketball, and we have to continue to be fundamental in every action that we're doing. And defensively, that's on me for not getting out of our 3-2 sooner than that. I felt like our shift on that, where we could match up, wasn't connecting tonight, and that's on me for not rotating sooner and seeing if we could contain some of their shooters a little bit more. But I'm proud of our effort. I think as much as I said in the locker room that it's frustrating because we continue to have these conversations, but at the same token, there is positives that can be taken away from this, and in that is it's a lot of very fixable things. And while I don't want to say that we're running out of time, because we still have time. February, even though it's a short month, it's a long month, and we got a grind of 6 more games here, but we've got to start putting things together as a whole.
I know of all of the things that that are easier said than done, and I can sit up here and watch. And I guess the one thing that if you recognize that somebody's getting hot, like Drew Reichen did tonight, it's kind of like it was zone or no zone. I wouldn't want to sag too far away from that guy, and sometimes I think that maybe they're just a couple of too much wide open shots. Not like having a hand in the face of Spencer Barr last week all night long, but I think Drew Reichen, who definitely heated up tonight, and he played great, and you give him credit, but you don't expect him to make all of those. But maybe that's just something you got to recognize, or players have to recognize as well.
Right, and I think again, credit their guys, because even like rugby breaks down defenders exceptionally well, but also he hit a big shot, and that's what really great competitors do. And that's not his forte necessarily, but he continues to. I mean, all of them they just. When they're called upon, they execute, and that's something that we have the guys to be able to do that too. And I'm confident we're going to put it together. It's just we like to learn a little bit. So
Positives. You talk about the game Jackson had tonight. I've got him for a double-double. That's great. It really seemed like you kind of wanted to dominate the inside, and I think you did a pretty good job of that. But Carson Aharts, I thought, played big minutes and hit some big shots in this one. And there's been games where he might have played maybe 2 minutes in a game, but this one it seemed like he was a real big factor and could have, if the Govs come out on top in this one, Carson would be a big reason why.
absolutely, and that's a kid who like Jackson puts a ton of time in, and to see his time really come to light that he's put in the dark is a really positive thing, and Carson can do a lot of really good things for us, and an area that he's been really focused on has been improving defensively and rebounding wise, and I thought tonight he really showcased that, and now we need to continue to have consistency out of him from a defensive standpoint, because he's an exceptional shooter for us, and we want to have him on the floor for that.
And if anything, I guess the one thing you really want, I think more than anything, is to learn how to win these close games. You haven't been able to figure that out yet, or to make all of the plays that were necessary. I still think you definitely, like you said, you've got the opportunities and 6 games to play. Regular season, it starts Tuesday night when Huron comes and to the home gym, and obviously that is a game you'll be favored in, but we're not going to assume anything on that one. The Hurons played some pretty good ball this year.
With Coach Buddenhagen coming back over to the boys, there's not anything more that you have to say with that. I mean, he finds ways to make sure that his teams are prepared for anybody, any challenge that is presented to them, and so they're going to be coming guns a-blazing. Actually, Yankton plays them on Monday night, so it'll be kind of nice to be able to see a opponent there, and then we'll follow up on Tuesday, and hopefully they're maybe a little bit fatigued coming into our gym, but really at the end of the day, it comes back to who is dictating what, and I know that we sound like a broken record here, but it continued the valuing possessions, and then not allowing other teams to dictate what we're doing, and continuing to execute the way that we're capable of, and again, it sounds like a broken record, but there are positives that can be taken away from it. Now we just got to figure out how to win.
Yeah, one more comment I'll throw in here too is I think from a mental standpoint, I think the kids trust each other very well. Now they just have to trust themselves to be able to maybe go out and make these plays. Just have some trust in there, and it'll come. Yeah. All right, Coach. All right. Well, this is another one of those, but. I mentioned on the air, too, that the 2013 state champion teams lost 4 games by 6 total points. So close games happen, but good things can happen in the end, too.
Yes.
There you go.
Thanks.
Brianna
Safe
Kuzler, the
travels.
Governor head coach, as the Governors fall this one 56 to 51. Let's take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you the big plays of the game, sponsored by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Our family dental postgame continues. This is Governor basketball.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Hey, DQ fans, spread the love with February's Blizzard Treat of the Month, Triple Truffle. It blends peanut butter, fudge, caramel truffles, and of course, that world-famous DQ soft serve. You heard that right, not 1, not 2, but 3 of the best truffles from the chocolate box. Show your love to that someone special this month with the Triple Truffle Blizzard Treat, only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future, too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
It's time to book your flights from Pierre Regional Airport through United.com or American Airlines. If traveling to Denver, schedule your flight at DenverAirConnection.com. The morning flight leaves at 8:20, allowing you to connect with the majority of continued flights. Avoid the crowds. Enjoy no driving and free parking when you fly from Pierre Regional Airport. 50 passenger jets and a 1-hour direct flight to Denver.
Pierre Regional Airport, scared to drive.
Back here in Yankton with a couple of orders of business to take care of. The naming of tonight's big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics will begin, and we've got a player of the game coming up with that announcement as well. Big plays of the game, really it came down to execution, and Yankton able to hit more shots. Certainly you're looking at the three-point shooters with especially Drew Reichen, but there were Drew had 6 of them. 4 other Bucks had 1 each, and I think at the time that each of those shots were made, every one of them was a big shot, especially Rugby Reichen in that fourth quarter, but the 2 guys off the bench, and Isaiah Skelhaas, Landon Potts, who hit one in the first. Skelhaas hit his in the third quarter, but each one of them helped bring Yankton back, it seemed. I know the one that it was Skelhaas that hit one at the end of the third quarter. The Governors were up by 1 point, 43-42. Skelhaas's 3 kind of gave Yankton a good surge into that fourth quarter, and I think for the most part in that fourth period, Yankton seemed to have the lead. I'm going to go with that three-pointer by Isaiah Skelhaas to close out the third period as one of the biggest plays of the game. That's brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. We'll hear from Hermanson's, also hearing from Cowboy Country Stores, and after a minute, we're back to announce tonight's player of the game and wrap this one up as the Governors fall in Yankton tonight, 56-51 on River 92.7.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas. Federal bird stamps. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
Welcome back to Yankton as it's time for the Cowboy Country Stores player of the game with stores in Pierre and in Fort Pierre, among others. But you know what? This is the kind of night we've been kind of waiting. Jackson Edmond played a great game inside tonight, 15 points, 10 rebounds, a few assists, couple of blocks as well. Had 1 of 2 dunks for the Governors, but somebody else just shined a little bit brighter for the Yankton Bucks in this case. And Yankton, give them credit with the guys that did a good job defensively, particularly Rugby Reichen on Lincoln Keenholz tonight, holding him to 9 points. And Rugby, who has had some big offensive games so far this season, was held to 8. But he dished out 10 assists tonight as well, and several of those went to Drew Reichen, who reined in 6 threes, went 6 for 6 from the line, scored 26 points on this night as well. It's got to be Drew Reichen, tonight's player of the game. He'll get a T-shirt noting his accomplishments and leading his team to that 5-point win this evening. Drew Reichen, 5'10 senior, Yankton Bucks, is tonight's player of the game, sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. So upcoming action for both of these teams. Huron is their next opponent. Yankton with a makeup game at the arena on Monday night. On the road, then the Tigers will come to Riggs High Gym and take on the Governors on Tuesday night. Our next Governor boys basketball broadcast is Tuesday night, 6:30 here on River 92.7. Governor girls play tomorrow night at home, and they will host the Yankton Gazelles. And David Burrell with that one on the call at 6:30 tomorrow night. And once again, I'll head up the road to Mitchell as the Governors on the wrestling mats will take on the Colonels. We'll have that on the AM side, KGFX, 1060 AM, 103.1 FM. And guessing at the start time, maybe at about 6:15 on that one tomorrow. Only one other game in AA, boys or girls. It was a boys game, and Sioux Falls Lincoln hosted Brookings tonight. They come away with an easy win, 71-44, as Lincoln improves to 12-1 on the season. Here, Yankton, the fourth-rated, power-rated team in the state, gets the victory tonight as they improve to 7-4 with a 56-51 win over the Pierre Governors. Safe travels to all who are heading back home, and a quick reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team, that we are to think twice and slow down in case of ice. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Gales Gas Service scoreboard, your final. It's Yankton 56 and the Governors 51. David with you tomorrow. I'm back with you again basketball-wise on Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend to come. Should be a little bit warmer. Hopefully the Governors can put some wins together toward the tail end of this basketball season. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks to Heather Williams for technical direction in studio. To Caleb Brozick at side running video camera. You can watch it back on drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page. This has been a production of Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com. I'm Brian Oakland. Good evening, everybody.